Okay, alright. So it's been a while since I've done a guitar video. I just thought I'd do another one. Let's get into position. So hopefully you can see the whole guitar this time. I've realised recently that... Sorry, my amp went off for some weird reason. I probably started with the last lesson first. Presumed that everybody could do stuff like this, which obviously isn't the case. So I'm going to start from the beginning. First lesson really should be to learn something which I call the scale. Now it's only a scale, there's nothing particularly clever about it, it's just a major scale. The reason I call it the scale is because it encompasses all three component parts of every single segment of every scale you'll play out of these 7 standard modes. So it doesn't include things like super Locrian, whatever, where you add these little substitutions in and all the rest of it, and it doesn't include the harmonic minor, melodic minor type scales with inversions like this, you know, where you're not going, you've got that substitution there. So but setting that aside, doesn't encompass some of those components that are within that scale. So we just kick straight off. The 3 component parts are this, which are, that's the first component, which you're playing fingers 1, 2 and 4 on frets 3, 5 and 7. You have to use that finger there. I know it feels more natural to sort of sometimes do that, but if you do that, you're going to mess everything up. So trust me, you have to do it this way. And here's the deal: if you can't make this stretch, you have to rock the hand. You're going to have to. Most people can only stretch about an inch when they first start playing, if that. So if you need to compromise a little bit to get the stretching, do it. Now when we get down to the next bit, what we're doing is this: we're still playing 1, 2 and 4 fingers, but we're playing on the 4th fret, 5th fret and 7th fret. So from this point on, we're going to use just a little buzzword that I use that helps to keep everyone in you know, together, which is every finger owns a fret. So just put your finger over the natural position where it would land on the fretboard, you know. Okay, so far we've got, you know, not that difficult. And what you often get a lot of people doing is this. Don't forget, the further you move your fingers out, the further they've got to come back. So you're just going to slow yourself down. So try and always keep yourself as near to where you're going to have to be as possible. You know. So that brings us to here. And now we move into the 5th fret. So on the 2nd string we've got 1, 3, 4. So we're using the 3rd finger for the first time in this segment. But again, we're going to use frets 5, 7 and 8. So we're going, yeah, so we've got, so you've got the 3 component parts, which are play a fret, miss one out, play a fret, miss one out, play a fret. So basically we're going dot, dot, dot. You know, then we're going play a fret, play the one next immediately, then miss one. So again, then we've got the opposite of that, which is play a fret, miss one, and then play one. Okay. So try and see these patterns. I look at the guitar neck as just a series of patterns. It's the easiest way to learn, I think, thinking of it in geometric shapes, as opposed to saying, oh, this is an E flat, you know, whatever, and learning it in theory. You can learn the theory afterwards. Let's actually get playing first, which is the important thing. So that's the scale. So like I said, this refers to every single position you'll play anywhere. So even though we're out of this block, we've still got this pattern. Then it just becomes a case of linking these 3 patterns up together, up and down the fretboard. Give you an example. So you got pattern 1, big one, pattern 2, Pattern 2 again. Pattern 1. Pattern 2. Little microtonal bend at the end. Whatever. Hopefully that helps. So just do it as well. Just give it a go. Keep playing it again and again and again. I play that stuff every single day. It's like the backbone of my playing. For two reasons. A, it's very, very good finger exercise. It's a dextral a dextral example as well. So when you get really good at it, you can start using it as part of legato patterns, you know. And when you get really good at it, like I did, you can start using it as a muted legato, which takes a lot more effort because you're muting here, which means you have to hammer on with so much more veracity at this end.